Yes, sir. Let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man's Pots and Pans is getting to it. You kicking it with KC. Talking about the NBA first and foremost. Let me pop it up for you. Pause. No Diddy. First one right here. This first story right here, man. First story right here coming from NBCSports.com. Joel Embiid will miss the remainder of the 76ers preseason due to ongoing management of his left knee, the team announced. While he is progressing well, it is uncertain if he will return before the regular season opener on October 23rd against the Milwaukee Bucks. Embiid, who has reportedly lost 25 to 30 pounds to improve conditioning, only played 39 games just last season due to a new knee injury. The 76ers' success this season hinges on maintaining Embiid's health alongside Paul George. But the delays in preseason play slowed down the team's chemistry development, which is critical for a deep playoff run. Those are the points that I want to make. Paul George is already kind of on the fence. Not 100%, but he's at least playing. Now, Joel Embiid, only 39 games. Technically not even half the season last year. Come on, fam. What you doing, fam? What you doing? So this is my issue, man. This is my issue. It's like this is only the preseason. So I'm not too mad. But bro, if you ain't showing up in the season, bro, what are we really doing? The chemistry of the team really does matter. I think we all witnessed that when it came to the Brooklyn Nets with KD, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. It failed. They didn't have no chemistry. Same thing with KD, Booker, and Beal and the Suns right now. No chemistry. That chemistry matters, bro. Teams that win championships will tell you that. So if you ain't going to be there in a regular season and build that chemistry and know how each other play in real time, real action, saving yourself for the playoffs ain't going to matter is what I'm saying. Some people going to be like, well, you got to be good for the playoffs. Bro, you ain't going to know how to play. And that's when it's high pressure, high volume live basketball. So I don't think you just going to be showing up and showing out of nowhere in the playoffs because you're well rested during the regular season. No, you need that wear and tear on you. And if you ain't ready and you keep getting injured, you ain't built for this. I keep saying that. It's okay to say or come to the conclusion, I ain't built for this. If your body is literally not up to par to the point where you can at least play the required games, which I think there should be a requirement, a minimum at least for you to be required for certain awards, which is, I believe, 65 games a season out of 82. Bro, you need to be up out of there, especially after back-to-back seasons. Come on, fam. Get it together, Joel Embiid, or just admit, I ain't built for this, bro. And I think that goes for professional athletes in all leagues. We'll see what he does in the regular season. But for right now, for the last few games that they have until October 23rd, in the preseason, Joel Embiid will not be showing up. To what surprise? Anyway, let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. We got to move on to talk about this story right here that's been floating around. This is coming from ESPN.com. Donte DiVincenzo and Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson's dad from the New York Knicks, separated after a heated exchange. This was DiVincenzo. I don't know if you saw the video. Basically, he was shooting some free throws, exchanging some words with some people on the Knicks sideline. Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, after the game, he said he was just playing around with the coach, but then some words exchanged between him and Rick Brunson, who was Jalen Brunson's dad, assistant coach, and some other stuff happened. He said, this is what happens when they leave you in charge. He said he wanted to have a private talk with Rick Brunson behind. He ain't going to talk about that with the media. I think it's this. I think Jalen Brunson, I don't think this, but Jalen Brunson and from what I've read, Donte DiVincenzo, Donte was in his wedding, Jalen's wedding. He was a groomsman. So they're tight like this, which means Donte and Rick Brunson are more than likely tight also to some type of level. That's your boy's dad. You gotta have a level of respect for him. So it was probably a heated exchange, emotional, because he playing back for him. He like, yo, why y'all trade me, fam? We was about to do this. Pause. But, you know, business is business. So that's why he probably said, man, me and Rick will have a private conversation about it. Because he like, yo, that's my boy's dad, man. I respect him like a dad, too. So we got to handle that backstage. I'm sorry I act up. So that's how I imagine the whole situation has gone, will go. It ain't no big deal. But I just wanted to put that out there in regards to that situation. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. I got to bring this up, bro. APnews.com. Actor Billy Crystal, along with Spike Lee and Alan Horwitz, was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, James F. Goldstein SuperFan Gallery, celebrating their decades of dedication to their respective teams. Billy Crystal humorously pointed out the irony of receiving a ring before the Clippers, the team of which he is a fan of, the Los Angeles Clippers, a team he supported despite their lack of championships. Spike Lee, a longtime New York Knicks fan, expressed optimism about the Knicks' future, while Horwitz, representing the 76ers, reflected emotionally on the honor of his journey as a lifelong fan. Their fandom, spanning over 50 years, highlights the unwavering loyalty that has defined their connection to basketball despite the highs and lows of their team. Fam, they putting super fans in the Hall of Fame, dog? Oh, my God. Listen. I already feel like the NBA is just putting anybody in the Hall of Fame, and I feel like they're putting anybody's jersey in the rafters and retiring it. A lot of these players really don't deserve to have their jersey retired. You gonna let nobody can wear this number now because of this nigga? Man, stop playing with me, dog. So with that being said, y'all just letting anybody in the Hall of Fame. Super fans, bro. Now, I'm gonna be honest. It's crazy because yes, super fans of the Knicks who haven't won a ring in like 50, 60 years. The Clippers who've never won a ring in franchise history. And then the 76ers who I can't remember winning a ring since, the 70s or whatever the case may be, either. Whatever, 80s, who knows? 80s, it might be the 80s, excuse me. Who cares, fam? It's like 30, 40 years ago. Overall, I appreciate Spike Lee because he's part of the culture, and Billy Crystal, he dope too, I get it. I'm just going to be honest, I'm really a hater. Bro. As a Pistons loyal fan. No, I ain't paid for season tickets and been there all the time. I always root for them niggas, though. I deserve something, fam. Y'all putting them in the Hall of Fame just because they can buy tickets? They done bought that. They done bought that at this point. All them season tickets are for 20. Spike Lee been at the New York Knicks game since the 90s, bro. That I can remember. If I think of the Knicks, I think of Spike Lee on the sideline at Madison Square Garden. I couldn't imagine a Knicks playing anywhere else. I couldn't imagine anybody else sitting the sideline to Spike Lee when it comes to the Knicks. So that makes sense. But fam, bro, I can't get something too, bro. I can't get like a little plaque or something like that. I'm a loyal Pistons fan, bro. So I'm just going to say that as a hater, bro. We can keep moving forward. But I'm a little bit jealous of that, bro. But let me know what you think. Super fans going in the Hall of Fame, though. Seriously? Let me know what you think. Let's be 1,000 about it. Go off in the live chat in the comments and call into the show. 313-466-4386. My next topic actually moves into the NFL. NFL, man. I'm a little bit down about this, man, coming from yahoosports.com. Marvin Harrison Jr., man, from the Cardinals, he collapsed on field and ruled out after a hit to the head and a loss to the Green Bay Packers, man. He went to the sideline into the medical tent, then left for the locker room with the athletic trainers. The Cardinals announced before halftime that he was being evaluated for concussion and ruled him out before the start of the third quarter. So this was during halftime. The injury is a tough blow for Harrison. His sixth NFL game. And for the Cardinals team struggling to move the ball. A first-round draft pick, Harrison was Arizona's leading receiver through week 5 with 17 catches for 279 yards and 4 touchdowns. Cardinals win to halftime against the Packers, trailing 24-10. They scored just a single field goal the rest of the way and committed a pair of turnovers on back-to-back drives en route to a 21-point loss that dropped them to 2-4 in the season through week 6. I don't like this because I actually like Marvin Harrison Jr. He was with Ohio State. I like Marvin Harrison Jr., man. Good kid from what I've seen. I just like that he's a tough player, tough wide receiver, make great plays. So to see stuff like this, you know, a part of me is like, yo, we really kind of got to do something to make football safer. That's one part of me as a concerned citizen and a parent now. The other half of me is like, man, you signed up for this when you play football. If you play combat or physical sports, you sign up for this. You really do. With every job, you sign up for the BS that goes along with it. With any job, any responsibility, you sign up for the BS that goes along with it. So with that being said, I just hope young man gets himself together. Hopefully he bounces back. But make important decisions for the longevity of your health, not just your career. So, wishing Marvin Harrison Jr. the best, and I hope he gets a speedy recovery. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. Is this my last? Yeah, this is one of my last topics, man. One of my last topics, dog. Man, this is we got to talk about this. This is coming from X, Twitter, formerly known as Twitter. I'm Ron St. Brown from my Detroit Lions, who blew the Cowgirls out, by the way, this just past weekend, 47-9. No touchdowns for the Cowboys at the AT&T Stadium. Billion-dollar stadium, by the way. Now, day after the Lions won over the Cowgirls, St. Brown shared a screenshot of a purported direct message from Jordan Lewis of the Cowgirls. It said, quote, "You a bitch," end quote. During the July episode of the Pivot podcast, Amon St. Brown said Jordan Lewis, was one of his, quote, least favorite, end quote, cornerbacks in NFL. Before going on to say the defensive back was talking crazy. I'm saying, quote, talking crazy, like some ish I've never heard before, end quote. When the Lions and Cowboys players played last year. So basically last season, Amon St. Brown said Jordan Lewis was talking crazy on the sideline. He said even one of his other he was talking crazy out of pocket. He said even Jameson Williams heard it. He said when he was coming in. He said at that point, it's like, I don't even know what he's saying. I'm just trying to make plays, win the game. I'm not worried about him. But once he started talking like that, it's like, all right, if I do get a chance to X him, I'm going to X him. Football terms wise, right? Now, Jordan Lewis actually reposted a clip of Amon St. Brown saying that on his Instagram story. And then he said something like, I do it for y'all or something like that. But then he also said something like, this is not something like, this is what he actually said. He said, quote, I'm passionate about my craft and I don't want to be friends with everyone, especially a Detroit Lion not from Detroit, end quote. The one thing I actually want to credit him with is the fact that he had very great punctuation and spelling for not only an athlete, but a celebrity. So shout out to my dog, Jordan Lewis from Detroit, apparently. Now, it's the fact that he's from Detroit that I got to show him some love. I got to show you some love, bro. But I got to talk to you straight up, too, bro. That sound like some whole ass stuff, bro. I don't want to be friends with everybody. Okay, cool, I get that. Especially a Detroit Lion who's not from Detroit. All them niggas ain't from Detroit. How many Detroit Lions players are actually from Detroit? What percentage, fam? Everybody knows not too many. The one that had his closest roots that we know of is Aiden Hutchinson, and he just got injured. So don't make it seem like especially a Detroit Lions player not from Detroit. That's everybody, bro. Okay, I get it. But calm down, bro. Calm down. If you want to play for the Lions, just say that, bro. Just say that. I would love to have you here. Jordan Lewis. But you doing some whole stuff talking like that. When you said that, if you would have said, I don't want to be friends with everybody and just ended at that, I get it. I get it. That means it just is what it is. And because you checked him, you making it personal. I don't know what talking crazy is. Amon-Ra St. Brown didn't specify that, but he said he got a witness in Jamison Williams. Other than that, bro, unless you're going to tell us what he said, you stop being a chatty patty. Well, you just saying the situation. But Jordan Lewis, I really think you being the B word when it comes to this, fam. I don't know where it started, though, so I can't really take sides. But from that perspective, it do seem like that. Just from that tweet that I read, I got to say that. But other than that, I love you as my Detroit brother. I'm going to say that, Jordan Lewis. But come on, bro. The Detroit Lions is rolling right now. Man, let us do what we doing, bro. If you really love Detroit and you love, bro, if you really love Detroit, bro, I ain't saying give us a win or nothing, but fam, you know how important the Super Bowl is to the city. You know this, bro, if you from Detroit. You know this, bro. I don't care if you play for another team. You know this, fam. So let us rock, bro. Chill out with all that other personal stuff. Other than that, say you want to play for the Lions while we actually good. I get that, bro. I get the jealousy or the envy or whatever you want to call it. But let me know what you think, man. Who wrong or who's being the B word in this situation, if anybody? Amon-Ra St. Brown or Jordan Lewis? Or are they both just acting like some little babies putting it out there? Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. Of course, we only got one last topic to talk about before we get up out of here, and that is, of course, boxing. Yeah, we got still on schedule for right now. Oh, I forgot to talk about that, too. Travis Hunter, man, and the Colorado Buffaloes. They took another loss, by the way, over the weekend. 31-28. It was real close to number 18 ranked Kansas State. So Kansas State was the favorite, but it's a lot closer than people expected. And Colorado lost 3 key receivers. I just wanted to put that out there. Other than that, moving on to boxing, man. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, AT&T Stadium where the Cowgirls play. November 15th, still scheduled, still officially a sanctioned fight as of right now that I know of. Jake Paul is 27. 10 professional bouts, 9-1 record that I last kept up with 6 knockouts. Tyson, the great, of course, 58 years old. 50 total fights, 44 coming from a knockout. This is going to be live on Netflix, by the way. They actually doing a countdown. Paul versus Tyson, a Netflix series. Little mini documentary leading up to it, bro. I don't care. I really don't care too much for this at all. So, yeah, let me know what you think. I'm going to watch it just for entertainment purposes and because I already have a Netflix subscription included in my T-Mobile. So, yeah, it is what it is. But let me know what you think, who you got winning. Do you care about this fight? Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. That's pretty much it that I got for you today as far as the sports is concerned. Hey, man, you ever notice when somebody's talking in a casual conversation, you got to pay attention to people's words sometimes. That's why I try to be on point. Some people will say something like, oh, no, I ain't never did nothing like that. Or, no, I ain't never committed a crime like that. Or, no, I ain't never kissed nobody on another man on the mouth like that. Like that? What's that supposed to mean? What? When you add like that to it, that means you've done it, but it's to a certain degree or something like that. Oh no, man, I ain't never played in nobody food before I gave it to him like that. Oh no, man, I ain't never cheated like that. Like that. You gotta watch people's words, especially when they add like that. What you mean like that? What does that mean, bro? Cause that mean you did it before. Be specific, fam. That's just what I'm saying. That's just me thinking out loud. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments, call into the show. 313-466-4386, man. We're making our way up out of here, so I appreciate you for kicking with KCMC, man. From the stands of a sports fan, giving our thoughts on sports topics from the perspective of a fan. Ain't nobody no professional unless you actually playing currently. Other than that, you either retired or you a commentator, fam. But let me know what you think, man. Go off in the live chat in the comments, call into the show. 313-466-4386. Other than that, man, make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the alert so you know when we going live and all that other good stuff, man. Our first show at the new low, we're going to have more. But we're going to figure out different types of settings and stuff like that as we got it going on. But we doing it raw and bare naked right now. Appreciate you, man. We out of here.